Hey guys, Ghost again. Welcome to another episode. Yesterday was still playing CPM2, and I want to talk about the new update, right? A couple of things that have been updated and what my thoughts are on them. So we're gonna look at the patch notes. As you know, when there's a new update, you go to the patch notes and see. So the first thing is the tire burn rate has increased. I tested it and maybe I didn't really notice the difference. Okay, there is a difference, but it's not as good as CPM1, right? Because in CPM1, within about 5 minutes, the tire is completely burned out. So those challenges of those daily targets of burning 5 tires or something, they're very, very easy in CPM1. In CPM2, a little bit difficult still. So I wouldn't say they did a good enough job, but I'll test it again so that I'm sure of it, because I did only one test and I was like, okay, fine, we're just gonna see what happens then. So car sales, not really. Spam filter, I don't really do a lot of online, so I don't know. The paint, I haven't modified anything yet. Probably maybe we'll talk about it in the next episode. The gas station can now change fuel type. I suppose. I don't know if that's interesting or not, but I suppose maybe some people in the community complained about it and that's why that was fixed. However, my complaint about the gas station is this, right? In CPM1, when you get to the gas station, obviously, you start pumping fuel, and then when you leave, the pump releases, right? So the pump releases, and then that's when you pay it. So even if it's not a full tank, you can leave, and then whatever amount of fuel that you've taken, cool, you pay for that. In CPM2, what's happening is you choose how much fuel you wanna get, and then you pay for it, right? And then after paying for it, that's when the pump goes to the car and it does not release. That kind of weirds me out. It does not release for some reason. So we'll check it in the video. I will show you what I mean. And I feel like they should try to look into that, make it a little bit better. The drone speed, I didn't test it in this episode. Maybe in future episodes we might actually look into it. But they said that they changed a lot of things. I'm just gonna look into one thing that bothers me the most, and a couple of things that I've noticed between this game and CPM1. We'll see how that goes. So here we go. Gonna be driving an RS7. It needs a bit of an update. I need to work on performance. Doesn't really do as good. It's not as good as I want it to be. It sounds amazing, but its performance is not great. It does need a service. However, as you can see, the engine light is on. The turbo is also not pulling all the bars that I set it up to. I think I set it to a 2 bar if I'm not mistaken, but it's giving me about 1 bar, I think, maximum. So we'll also try to look into that and see what's up. So we're just gonna be going for a drive to the gas station, right? I want to show you what I meant by the fuel pump, right? Because it really does bother me. I don't know why, but it bothers me a lot. That you get there, you pay for the fuel, you get the fuel, and when you want to leave, the pump is still holding on. I think maybe they should try to make it like maybe similar to a real life situation whereby you get there, you pay for it, and then similar to CPM1 whereby you can see the gauge of the fuel going up while the pump is there, right? And then when you reach to the amount that you paid for, the pump will then release and go back, and then that's when you pay. I think maybe they should try to do that. That would be really nice. But yeah. So now here, as you can see, I forgot to turn off the shadows, and the video looks horrible because of these shadows. So I'll have to remove them, but we'll do that in a second. Let's just first talk about pump. You see, you get there, you stop the car, get to the fuel, choose whatever. My tank is full, right? So yeah, but then you buy the fuel, and then look at what happens. That's when the pump goes into the car, right? Never mind the glitch of the pump just being through the car, that's not important, but the pump is in the car while you already have the fuel that you paid for. So my tank is full, the pump is there, and it's not releasing. Now I move away, and that's when it releases. These bothers me. They really need to maybe look into it. They need to fix that. So yeah, let's remove the shadows so that the quality of the video can be nice. So we go to the settings of the graphics, just scroll down, you get to the shadows, just turn them off. Yeah, so now it looks much better. So yeah, so right now I'm gonna go to the main road, right? I wanna show you something. So in CPM1, when you're running, when you're jogging as the character, the speed is not as fast, it's pretty slow, right? That's the first thing. So if let's say the challenge is to run for like a kilometer or maybe 5k, usually 5k is the one that really pisses me off, because 5k is a long distance, so you usually spend way too much time running. But yeah, that's besides the point, right? So it's much slower. And then the other thing is you can actually lock the character. So when you're running, you can click on the maps icon on the top right left, and then it locks you in, and then it keeps you running. You don't really have to touch the phone. You can just monitor it so that you don't collide into things. They removed that feature in CPM2. So now if I click the map icon, it just stops. It doesn't move. Like you can see here, it just stops. I'm gonna do it again. Click the map icon, it stops, as you can see. So I'm not really sure why they did that, but this was a pretty good hack. I really like that. I don't know why they did it, but it bothers me. And the other thing is, yeah, that the guy is much faster right now. He runs much faster than CPM2, which is really great, mainly because you're gonna be doing those 5k runs and things like that, so it makes them a little bit easier. And also considering the fact that in this one, unfortunately, you have to be holding the character in run. So unlike in CPM1 where you can just lock him in and then runs by himself, so it does make things a little bit easier. So yeah, right now we're just gonna go back, and I'm gonna try to work on the car for a bit. As I said, it needs a little bit of maintenance. The engine light is on, the performance wasn't good. I've seen that the performance changes. So here we're just gonna be servicing, buying new parts and all those things, and then yeah, nothing much. The performance still not that great, 500 horsepower, not great. I'll have to look into it next time. Maybe we can push it over 1,000. I don't know. I'll also see maybe there's other videos on YouTube that I can actually take reference from, but we'll see what we're gonna do about that. However, since you can see that we have some money, 3 million is not a lot. Yeah, it's fine. We don't really use that much money in this game compared to CPM1, because you don't really buy a lot of cars with the money. But with the gold coins, yeah, we buy a lot of cars. So I have like 4,600. I haven't completed today's challenges, so maybe I might end the day with what, 40, I think it's 49.50. So here are the cars that I want to buy. So I have the RS6. I really want this car. Not really sure whether to buy it. I'm not really sure if I should buy the GT3 RS, because I also really like it. And I think I might have to wait tomorrow. Yeah, today and then tomorrow, get enough money, because it's 5 grand, right? So and then buy it for 5 grand, or could go down the scales. We also have the RS, the R8, we have the M5, but I'm thinking of buying the M8, right? So as you can see, think of buying the M8. It looks amazing, and it's 2.5, 2,500, really good value for money. I'm thinking of buying the M8. I'm also thinking of buying the E63. Same thing, 2.5. So if let's say I get 5 grand, I can buy both cars. And then what else? What are the other cars that I'm looking at? I'll buy this at the latest. I really like this car, right? The haircut. I'll buy it in a later stage, not right now. But yeah. So those are the options. Maybe you can drop a comment down below on which car you think I should buy, and we'll look into that in the next episode, right? So I'll be checking the comment section. And yes, I'll be responding to each and every single comment. So yeah, drop a comment, tell me which car you think I should buy, and then we'll look into it. So now, I said, I think in the previous episode, I don't usually go online, but now I want to go online. So I have 2 phones, right? Which means I have 2 accounts. So I can go online and play with my other account. Not really easy, because it's only me with 2 hands playing 2 cars, 2 games, so it's not really that easy. However, If you have like friends with a CPM2, you can connect with them and play with them online, obviously, or you could just go online and then make friends there. As simple as that. For me right now, I'm not doing that yet. I'm just playing with my other account, so probably do that in a later stage, or I could probably connect with some of you guys. You can see my my account number. Is it account number? I don't even know what it's called, but yeah, you can see you saw that at the top left, or I can pin it, you know, in the next video. For those of you who want to link up with me online, we can organize that maybe in a future video. So yeah, the other account doesn't really have a lot of cars, right? I think I have 3 cars, probably. So I just bought this Golf today. Before recording this video, I bought this sort of Golf, just made it red, tuned it up, and it's really powerful. Like, it's pulling 900 and something horsepower, compared to the gray one, which is pushing around 500, right? So yeah, I just wanted to come and show you, you know, the cars. And so what happens with the cars is, I do this when I want to achieve, let's say, riding shotgun, for example. If let's say the challenge says riding shotgun or wingman, as they say in the first one, you know, riding for 5 kilometers, I do this. I link up with my other account, play the game, you know, do it like that. So I've already done it today. Unfortunately, I recorded it and the recording just had problems and I had to delete. So yeah, and now here are, so I'm gonna be looking into the BMW M2. There was a comment in the previous video who said, I can't remember what the person was. I'll show the comment. So they said that they want to see the setup of the M2. It's not exactly really tuned. It's pretty much basic. I haven't really done much to it, but then here's the setup. Hopefully I'm not really going too fast, and you can see some of the things that I've chosen. Some of them are stock, some of them are modded, you know, things like that. The gearbox configuration is pretty much, you know, stock. I didn't really do anything to it. So yeah, that's it. I just need to service it. You know, as you can see, I need to buy an intercooler. I also need to buy a turbocharger. So, you know, just servicing it because, you know, they do go through a lot, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much it actually. Not really a lot needs to be done, honestly speaking. But yeah, I'll do it in like in future videos whereby I'll be modifying all these cars and just tuning them up, and you know, we'll see how fast they can go, all of them can go, things like that. I'll do that like in a later video in the future, but for now I'm focusing on buying the cars, you know, pretty much building up a collection, and then we'll work on them in future. So yeah, as you see, the boost bar all going next to 2 bars. Performance, you can see like 287 horsepower, really slow. So I hope this helped. Okay, see you in the next episode. Peace.